Welcome to Oops All Segments, the very best podcast hitting your eardrums at this very moment. I'm Kevin.
I'm Thomas, and today we're here with returning champion of the podcast. It's Tim Blair. Welcome to the show, Tim.
Hell yeah, fellas. Good to be back.
Chill out with these questions, Andrew.
Welcome to the show, you guys. Tim.
Now, I want to get a little window into Kevin's mind. Now, he's added some new sound cues as of late to sort of update our soundboard. What do you think caused you to pick the one about questions? Why do you think that was the appropriate one to start the show with?
I kiss his feet. No one say nothing.
So it's just random. It has no connection to anything.
It's so
those
breathy.
clips from Shia LaBeouf's interview with Jim.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. They're about.
And I definitely bring a Shia LaBeouf energy to this show.
Yeah.
So.
I sort of was hoping Tim could kind of bring we could sort of showcase a man's struggle with addiction on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and there wouldn't be any ethical issues with it.
I do feel like, Tim, if you screamed at me, just do it, I would feel really motivated.
Okay. I'm not the inspirational Shia. I'm here to dig myself into a hole.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, which Shia LaBeouf has never done.
Yeah.
Well, in holes.
Yeah, wait a second. Yeah, he actually did that a lot.
That's his whole thing. That's his whole thing.
Yeah.
As a fun holes reference, I was once doing in a previous life. I used to be a rapper who was trying to make it, and I went to the University of Winnipeg radio station, and there was like some guys I knew had like a college radio show where they would bring in like local rappers and do a hip hop show. It's called the Bodega, and it was hosted by a guy named Anthony Carvalho, and he like manages a band called Three Pete. They're still a great rap group, but I went to
Three Pete was a really big comedy group in Chicago as well.
Oh, really? Yeah. I mean, it's also a big Lil Wayne song.
And it's three guys I know who are named Peter as well.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, Three Pete's. Peter, Pete, and Pete. But I went to the radio station, and I was they were doing like sort of freestyle cipher things and different there was like 12 local rappers in this small university radio booth, and I went into the booth, and this was one of the coolest moments I've ever felt as a rapper. One of the lines I had was, "You say you spit bullets, well, homie, I don't feel that. I'll leave you with holes, Stanley, yell nats." And the booth went crazy. They went crazy for the Stanley yell nats drop. Because
I mean, in a way it's cool, but in another way it's very funny that
it was so mean
rap. It's like the nerdiest form of rap. Like it is a good line, and it's like you have to have read a popular young adult novel.
You'd be surprised. A lot of YA fiction are great references in rap. Like, no one's referencing like advanced literature. It's got to be something you read in high school, because that's the last thing those rappers read.
I'm hanging out with my gunner like Maze Runner, you know. Yeah, I volunteered.
There's one rapper I listen to, Mick Jenkins, who constantly has Harry
Potter.
I did a
song with Mick Jenkins back when I did this.
Well, and I've listened to it.
Have we done this before? Has this happened already? Yeah, he's like one of the few famous rappers I've worked with is Mick Jenkins. Yeah, wow. He's great though, and you're right. He's does do awesome. Like Harry Potter references and like yeah.
I met him at a meet and greet at one of his concerts, and had no idea what to talk to him about. So I'm like, "Hey, I do comedy." He's like, "Oh, cool." He's like, "You ever see comedy?" He's like, "Nah, man, I'm busy rapping, making money." I was like, "Sick." Took a picture, get the hell out of there.
No time for laughter, huh, Mick?
I'm too busy. I'm reading the new Harry Potter.
Yeah, I have to get into this new whatever the book that they wrote under a pseudonym after Harry Potter was. Yeah.
Thoughts on J.K. Rowling's personal beliefs, Mick?
Drink more water. Yeah. No, that's you know.
Blow, kaboom. Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. Yeah.
Promise.
What did you say?
What's up? What's up with you, man?
What is up with me? You know what I've been doing is playing the new Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 9.
Oh shit!
Sequel. I would say very good. I finished my first playthrough, not that long of a game, but I love the
nice.
games, and they did something great with this one. They kind of combine horror and action. So half the game you're playing this more helpless character, and it's first person mode, so it's a lot of stealth and it's creepy and you feel underpowered. The other half you get to play as Leon Kennedy, who's like this old grizzled badass and can kind of blow people away with his powerful arsenal. It's really fun to have both forms of gameplay in the same game. I think they balance it well. I think it's a little easy. It's my one complaint, and it ends kind of underwhelmingly. They don't quite stick the landing as like an exciting like reinvention of whatever came before. So good, maybe not great, but recommended. I love the Resident Evil games. They're so corny and so over the top in a great way. Have either of you played?
I'm not good at games because I have an older brother and he like would beat all my video games for me when they got too hard.
Yeah,
I like games, but that sounds right up my alley because I love horror movies, but I struggle with horror games because I just get too scared. And you know, in a horror game, I have the action not to go into the basement or not to go further, and it's so hard not to pick that option. So at least
I don't want to do this. Yeah.
I'm just gonna pause and put it down.
You can just stay in the safe room forever. Your character will be happy there. Yeah, why you don't have to.
Yeah. My favorite way to play a horror game is with people, like together. We recently, it's probably within the last year. Yeah, exactly. Myself, Jesse Bergen, Natasha Durand. I think that might have been it. I think Luke was there too. Luke, essentially the cast of What We Do in the Basement, the D&D podcast. Les Thomas, who was on the show but is no longer on the show. I think it was after a recording. We were hanging out at my house and we were playing a game called The Cabin Factory. It's like an indie game. Are you guys familiar with this? It's like one of these like games they make for people to react to. So like it's very simple premise. You're like an inspector at a cabin factory, and these cabins come out on a conveyor belt, and you have to determine whether or not they are haunted. And you go into and each cabin is exactly the same, but there's like something off about it if it's haunted. And so but it's just fun to like watch each other like play through it and like freak out and overreact and like so I like playing horror games that way. I'm also like you. I don't find it enjoyable when I'm like exploring on my own. I'm already alone in the house and it's dark. I don't want to then go into this creepier house that's dark and like be alone in it without my like ability to run away. Yeah. No, I hate spiders in video games too. Those there is
a spoiler a little, but there are some spiders in this game.
Yeah, no.
How do you feel about spiders in real life?
Fine. No, I don't fuck with spiders. I mean, I'm much better with them now than I used to be, but I still don't like them. I don't like them. They're creepy.
I'm a big spider guy. I love spiders. During the pandemic, dark time, I started feeding a spider in the corner of my room.
Whoa.
I tossed ants up into its web that I caught outside. Yeah. And it got
holy crap.
It got big. And its progeny is still walking around my house today. It had like
I
fucking
hate that. I fucking hate that.
Yeah,
I'm never coming over to your house.
Yeah, Kevin's interest in like
the fuck away from you.
This friendship is gonna stop here. It's not getting any deeper than it is now.
Okay. My check-in was going to be about how Tim sort of curved me because I bought him ramen, told him he could buy me a sandwich the next day, and then he just left me on red.
You were really expecting that sandwich, huh?
I'm kind of good with the distance since you're Spider-Man over here. No, I'm kidding. You didn't leave me on red. You're fine. You didn't look at the
I think I did. I'm sorry. My apologies.
No, you didn't look at it, so it was fine.
Okay.
Tim, you are in...
I'm fucking with you.
This doesn't need to be your check-in, but you're currently in a Second City show, which I've heard is a very intense weekly schedule. How are you holding up doing all those shows?
Doing good. It's fun. Definitely monkey's paw situation of like, I want to do comedy every night. Oh no, I do comedy every night. But like, it is a blast. We're like 2 weeks away from kind of locking the show and opening it at the end of this month. but it's been a blast, and it's so much. It's a lot of fun because it's cool. Like I think with sketch, I've never done a sketch this many times in a row. Like I feel oftentimes with sketch show, it's like I'm preparing for 2 or 3 weeks. We do it. We're nervous, but it kind of goes well, and then we forget about it and move on with our lives. But this is like revisiting the sketch and trying new things, and it's fun. It's like I'm enjoying, like it's going well for the most part. Every once in a while, you'll tweak a sketch too much and like it'll bomb. But that is also a blast to me, especially when you're up there with friends. You're like, oh, we thought we'd try this, and it did not work. Oh, God. And we're stuck here, and we just got to plow through.
That part of it is called process, right? Where you're sort of like iterating on the sketches before you final. That does sound like the most fun, where you get to like, oh, if we say it this way or we add this little bit, it like gets even better.
Yeah. It's nice when things fall into pieces or fall into place or fall into pieces. Both all fun.
Either way,
it's nice.
I'm sort of hoping that we'll see. I have a very busy year with a bunch of other things, but I'm kind of hoping that I get the chance to come to Toronto again and see it again, because I'm curious to see what's changed, because I got to see it like in the develop. I saw it like last week, 2 weeks ago. I don't remember when I was there now, but it's like it would be so interesting to see what's kept, what's changed, what's altered and stuff from where you guys had it. But it was a great show. I love, I mean, and this is probably obvious to both of you guys who've done much more sketch work, but I love the ability to like move between doing a sketch that's like a good 3-4 minutes long with like a premise that you're like feeding through versus and then like right after hit like a literally 2-line sketch. And like the dynamics of like being willing to do that I mean, obviously like the 2-line sketch has to work, but it also
that's not true, Kevin.
I was going to say if it doesn't work, it's actually better that it's short. Yeah, like you're like
those are. But I feel like writing those blackouts is the hardest part in my experience. Finding like a very quick joke that actually lands is really tough.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like clever on paper, and then you do it in front of the audience. You're like, oh, nope. But it is fun, and I do like that. Like you don't know what to expect with the next scene, where it's like, oh, this could be another good. Oh, it's over. And here we're sitting there like.
Not to get like too inside baseball, but I am a little curious about like when you're then performing it, do you also kind of have to have like a radar on for the feedback? I mean, I guess that's true with like stand-up and stuff too, but it's not really something I think about so much as a predominantly improvised performer. Like that, like I want to know where they're at, but I don't need to like be like, okay, and now I have to remember that when I said that joke this way, it went like so. Like, or is there? I mean, I assume there's a director and stuff that's like also helping shape this and hearing those things. But
there's a director watching every night, but it is something you're cognizant of. And then there's like tape. They record it every night, so you can go back. Like it is fun. Feels like being on a football team of like seeing your old plays. Okay, we got to run a different route. Absolutely. Where it's like, okay, I shift this punchline before here, or I tried this joke, and like, it's kind of
doing like every sketch. That is hard, man. Like, I mean, I know that's like one of those. I hate when people tell actors like, "Oh, how did you memorize all those lines?" But it is just literally. I mean, like more like having the brain on to like also hear the criticism and feedback and like take a note while being like, I got to put on this like chicken head because I have to like go out there to do this other thing. That's Jesus. It's a real like. No wonder it takes so many hours of like running into it so that you guys are so well acquainted with the show. Yeah. It must be cool.
It's cool to take sketch comedy this seriously. But it's weird.
Yeah, totally. That's
it reminds me. I did this show Drunk Shakespeare for a long time, like hundreds of shows, and so you can imagine it's kind of similar where you iterate on it and you find bits. And it's the two things that stood out to me from that was like, one is sometimes you're like, I'm going to try something new, and it's just the wrong night. Like it's a bad audience, whatever, and it bombs. And you're like, I actually think that was funny, but it went so bad when we changed it that I'll never get to try it again, which was always frustrating.
Right.
And then the other one is, I think the comedians or the performers sometimes get bored with their own material because they've done it so many times. So they're like, we got to like complicate this joke, like add a couple of extra things. And you forget that for the audience, it's new. So it can be like a hat on a hat on a hat of like, this joke is now 3 jokes layered on top of each other. That's kind of funny for us, but really convoluted for them. That was a trap that we definitely fell in sometimes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I do sometimes. Just literally, I think a hat on a hat is funny. It'd be funny to see.
I like wearing a lot of hats. That's a funny thing.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's all you need sometimes.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to mention, just because I have an insane weekend schedule. I sort of scheduled this and it's kind of fucking up my life, but it's not.
This podcast?
Kind of. Previous guest of the show, Ben Krawchuk, his fiance now, Sydney Sebastian, is shooting a movie at Dreamland Diner this weekend. But they're shooting doing overnights. So they're starting at 10 p.m. after the restaurant closes at 9, and they're shooting until 10 a.m. the next day when I have staff show up. But I have to be there because, well, I don't have to be there. But I do because it's my business, and I think they need someone who, like, I would have to have somebody there, and it should be me because I'm free and I'm not going to pay somebody to sleep at the restaurant in case someone has an issue. So I'm like, I'll do it. So but then they were like, hey, do you want to be background in this? We could use a couple extra people. We know that you've done acting before. I had offered to help because I would be there anyway. And then they were like, we just have to make sure it's not ACTRA, because it is an ACTRA shoot, but it's like an indie shoot. And they have to like double check all through the equity stuff. So they did, and it was all fine. And so it's fine. But because I used to be union, and I'm not, but now I have to, I now have to be awake for like 24 hours or go sleep before I do this shoot. And then I have to do the same thing again on Sunday night. All the while the restaurant is open during the day like normal, and my job must maintain. So I was trying at first. I was like, should I try to schedule this like in the evening? But of course it's Saturday. I know that you'll be performing, Tim, and I assume that the rest of you will be busy. So I was like, okay, well, when am I trying to do this? And then Jesse asked me to hang out on Sunday, and I don't know like when's an appropriate time to hang out with somebody. So I think I'm gonna go do like dinner for breakfast with him, or breakfast for dinner with him on Sunday, and then I'll have just gotten up, and he'll have just been like starting to wind his day down. But yeah.
That's awesome. Okay.
So anyway, I have to shoot a movie overnight.
Operate in.
So I'm not tired. I did just wake up, but I am sort of going to go to bed again once
this call ends.
I guess
Kevin's got his nightcap on.
Wee Willy Winky. But yeah, that's the shit I have to deal with this weekend. Which isn't that
why don't we do a segment so Kevin can get to bed? Let's spin the wheel. Animal face-off. This one's a little more complicated. Participants pick their favorite animals. So that's the first step. I'll explain the rest in a moment.
Okay.
Ooh, so much pressure. Okay.
Tim looking at the thousands of arachnids that are walking around.
What's my favorite?
Which one should I pick?
True. I never think of bugs as animals, but yeah, maybe
I think they're technically not, right? Isn't it like? Isn't it that insects are not animals?
They're not.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not. Okay, yeah, good.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know if I guess they're just insects. They're like
Yeah.
I think it's its own group. I will say this is not my favorite animal anymore, but I have to honor the noble crab. Because when I was a kid, I loved crabs so much that I convinced myself that I changed my name to Thomas Zachary Crab Steele Toles. Because when I was young, my mom legally added her last name, Steele, to my full name. So I was like, oh, you can just change it. And so I just added Crab, and I would write my full name with Crab in the middle. So I have to honor the crab, which will be my choice.
And it's sort of like a sea spider, kind of.
Yeah, actually very spider-esque. A lot of legs.
How come Spider-Man doesn't have a villain based around crabs?
I mean, I think crabs are so scary and tough, like that hard shell. There's a lot of there's that theory that everything becomes crab through evolution over time, or it's like a very common like place to arrive at as evolution happens. I think it's called carcinization or something like that. I'm going to look it up.
Carcinization?
I think it's carcinization. You guys think about your animals, but yeah, carcinization, it's a form of convergent evolution in which non-crab crustaceans evolve a crab-like body plan. So it's surprisingly common for non-crabs to evolve into crab-like creatures through evolution because they have a very adaptive biology.
This sounds like the start of a horror movie. It feels like someone's going to be playing this podcast at the beginning of a fucking sequel to Tusk or something.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like someone's going to be one of the
Smith is
going to listen to this. Like, yeah. And then the payoff's going to be in the third act when the protagonist is confronted with their best friend who's being crabbed. I think my favorite animal is for a long time has been the kangaroo. So I could go with kangaroo.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is it because it raps in Kangaroo Jack? Is that a factor for you?
Yeah. Young me watching Kangaroo Jack.
I want to be him. Men want to be him. Women want to be with him.
But I could also go with Punch the Monkey because
hell yeah.
Topical. I think I'll go with Punch the Monkey for now. Topical, sort of young, for the uninitiated, the unaware, sort of baby monkey in a zoo in does anyone remember where Punch is from?
Japan. That got abandoned by its mother, yeah.
Yes, and sort of was getting bullied by the other monkeys in the same sort of whatever you call it, habitat that they're in, and then the monkey started to seek refuge and comfort with a stuffed version of a mother monkey, a stuffed monkey. So Punch walks around with a stuffed monkey, and everyone on the internet has been like very interested in Punch's journey, who I think now has a protector as well. But yes,
that's beautiful.
He has a second one in me.
He's going to need he's going to need a protector when we finish the segment. And so, Tim, do you have a selection?
Oh yes, I'm going a binturong bear cat.
What?
They look like if a cat was a curmudgeon. That's what I'm doing. I think they're from Southeast Asia. I'm not sure.
I'm looking at some pictures. This is a hilarious looking animal. Really good.
What did you say?
Binturong, Binturong.
If binturong, I don't want to be right.
Oh my god! Holy shit! This looks like a mix between like a weasel and a sloth. It's like got the deadest eyes I've ever seen, dude.
It does look like it did.
Yeah.
It looks like an animal that we're not sure is real, but there's some like kind of strange pictures of it.
This looks like an animal Nick Offerman would voice in a Pixar movie.
Yeah. Hopper's out now. Kevin's a big Pixar booster. I don't know, but it does have animals in it, and it's a Pixar movie. Okay, so here's the second part. This is Animal Face Off. Each animal has 10 hit points. We're all going to roll 6-sided die to decide our turn order, then roll 6-sided die to attack and narrate the battle. So we're going to find out which animal wins.
Time to play the game.
If you don't have dice handy, you can use a dice roller on Google, which is what I'm going to be doing.
I
Googled Punch the Monkey, and Google made a bunch of hearts with Punch's face in it fall down from the top of the screen. And it said that it's done. People have Googled Punch the Monkey 89.3 million times.
Wow. Congrats on hitting that number, like the exact millionth search. That's pretty cool. I got a 4 on my initiative roll.
And we're doing 6-sided die, yes?
Yeah.
I got a 1.
Okay.
I got a 3.
Not looking good for Punch
3.
already.
Okay.
Out of the gate here, Punch is going to get his shit rocked.
So the turn order will be Thomas, Tim, Kevin. And we'll basically, I think we just automatically hit. You roll for damage, and you have to describe what happens. And it's a bit of strategy to be the last one standing.
Okay.
I'm pretty intimidated. Sorry?
You said we have how much HP?
We have 10 HP.
Okay.
Gotcha. So I'm a little intimidated by that bear cat. I don't want to mess with the bear cat. However, Punch seems like a vulnerable a vulnerable creature. And so I think the crab will scuttle over to Punch, sort of massage Punch's leg with a claw as if to make friends, and then go for the pinch of the butt, the classic cartoon move of a crab just pinching you on the butt, and you go, youch! And we will roll for damage, which is, I have dealt 1 damage to Punch.
That seems accurate for a pinch.
Yeah, it is just a little pinch. Is it? We're going. Next
Tim
up
is next.
I believe.
Oh,
Tim with
you
Binturong.
pinched Punch. All
You
right.
pinched Punch.
My Binturong, it's going to use its prehensile tail to give the
Oh my-
top of the crab a slap. And it
Ooh.
does 4 damage.
Oh, ouch. You can see some hairline cracks in the shell of the crab now. It's not as sturdy as it thought it was. Kevin, are you frozen?
Oh, I heard him.
This has happened once or twice before where Kevin's internet dies.
Am I
Okay,
back
he's
now?
back. You're back.
You're back.
It's not going to have the same zhuzh, but I said, speaking of hairline crack, I'm going to push that hairline back as I attack the Binturong, which, by the way, according to livescience.com, is the bear cat that smells like hot buttered popcorn, and Punch
Aw.
is hungry for a snack. And so Punch is coming in with a little nibble, a little friendly nibble, and he's going to nibble the Binturong for 2 damage.
Okay. 8.
Very good, very good. So I'm still behind. Now I'm going to decide that this is a hermit crab, and for my next attack, I'm going to find a shell, which is actually an active grenade. So I climb into a grenade, and I come over.
Climb inside the grenade.
I climb inside a grenade, which of course crabs are immune to, but I'm pretty sure monkeys and binturongs are not.
No.
So I will go over, and I do
Put it
feel
in
I was
actual
shortchanged by my first Punch attack, so I am going to try to give Punch a little more business and blow
You're
him
gonna
to
grenade
kingdom
punch the
come.
monkey?
And this grenade does exactly 2 damage. I guess I was a little too far away.
A little more than the pinch. That's a double pinch. That's like being pinched twice.
The power of 2 pinches is how the velocity of that explosion.
All right. The Binturong, recoiling from seeing that explosion goes down, decides to excrete its popcorn-smelling body oils towards the crab, hoping for a crab boil situation.
Oh, yeah, that smells good. That buttered
3
crab.
damage.
Oh my god. 3?
Yeah.
Okay. The crab is looking pretty weak. The crab is on his last legs, which is still 4 legs, but not too strong.
Oh my god, Tim! This animal you've chosen is genuinely horrifying. Like every picture I look at it is just deeper and deeper into the.
Seems so miserable.
Since a grenade has been dropped in my lap, as it were, I think it's time.
You're finishing me off. I have nothing.
Punch the monkey grabs his stuffed mother and puts it over the head of the crab to sort of smother it to death.
Oh no.
And
the crab has
rolls
been
a
so
2.
ineffective at attacking you. Why are you killing me?
You fucking did a grenade on me.
It worked. It sucked. It was a dud.
2 suffocation damage, 2 smothering
Oh, I'm
damage.
still alive. Oh, thank goodness.
Still alive.
Okay.
Still alive.
The crab is going to, in a last-ditch effort, it's going to do some psychic damage by telling the bear cat that one day you will be like me. Everything converges on crab. You may think that we're different, but over thousands and thousands of years, you will become crab, as all things will. And he does some psychic damage to the bear cat of 3.
Okay, I'm at 5, I believe.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
I am at 1. So any
I'm at
attack
7.
will finish
Punch
me
the
up.
Monkey is doing all right, actually.
Feel a little bad attacking Punch the Monkey, if I'm being honest. Yeah.
I chose sort of somebody that you couldn't possibly hurt.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tim.
Well, the Bintureg doesn't feel bad about attacking Punch the Monkey. It sets its eyes on him, and it's going to try and tear its stuffed mother out of its paws.
Oh no!
And it's going to do 6 damage.
Yeah, you see, the stuffed monkey is most of its life force. So yeah. Now Punch is suddenly down to 1, deeply depressed as you rip away his mother.
So Kevin, side chat, the crab is like, obviously, if you take me down, you're done. You're done in 1 hit. The only chance we have is to team up against the bear cat because we each have 1 HP. You can't do this alone.
Right, but the bear cat, if I kill the bear cat, you could kill me.
Yes. But if you weaken the bear cat, I could kill the bear cat and then you could kill me.
That would be nice. I don't know if I trust you, but
you have no other choice. Killing me is dooming yourself. It's an automatic loss. The crab
everything is crab.
Things.
Yeah, punch does a 1,000-yard stare. Everything is crab. And punch takes a last ditch, fully like feral monkey aggressive attack on the Binturong, and he's gonna do a total of 3 damage. So he does not kill the Binturong.
So what do you have left, Bearcat?
Down to 2.
Okay.
2.
Wow. It would be cool if we all had 1, though I would definitely lose. So the real question is, who am I taking down? Who will I grant?
The real question? What do you mean the real question? You talked about this. You talked about this just now.
I said
real
that this
question.
Alliance means nothing to a crab.
Yeah.
I think what I said was, you have no other choice. I do have a choice. I'm losing either way.
You were going to take him out. What do you mean?
I said that I could take him out. I didn't say that I would.
You were betrayed. Punch the
Tim
monkey.
is our guest, Kevin. How rude would it be for me to kill him when I could kill you?
I'm Punch the Monkey.
And the crab actually turns around, revealing himself to be a rival burger shop owner. That's right, it was Mr. Krabs the whole time. And so Kevin at his pathetic burger shop is nothing. He's after me, Krabby Patty secret formula. And I throw my whale daughter at Pinch the Monkey, for it doesn't matter how much damage, you're dead. But it was 3.
Punch the Monkey's dead. Punch the Monkey's body lays crushed under a whale.
And then there were 2.
It's wrong. It is your move. I will die in this attack.
The Binturong sets its eyes out onto the crab and tries to take a bite out of it. And 1 damage, exactly.
Wow. The crab is dead, and under his corpse, the Binturong finds the Krabby Patty secret formula and realizes that he can start a new life. But to do so, he would have to become crab.
And he grows legs and claws.
Didn't have legs before. Oh, you need more.
Oh, yeah.
You need more. Yeah, sorry. Wow, what an exciting segment.
What an exciting
really
segment.
Thrilling. Came down to the wire.
If you're at home, take a look at a Binturong, and you'll see sort of. So far, Tim is into the creepiest, crawliest animals I've ever heard of. But we'll check in with Tim when we come back after this.
Webster's Dictionary defines podcast as a domesticated, odd-toed, hoofed mammal with a great affinity for oats.
That's a horse.
Oh, right.
But we are a podcast, and we're called Roommate Lovers.
We do advice questions such as, why is my roommate using my toothbrush?
How do I flirt without being creepy?
Why are you using my toothbrush?
I told you, I just couldn't find my net.
Gross.
We live together and are together, which is why we call the show Roommate Lovers.
We're roommate and lover. We're roommates and lovers.
Well said.
Gross. Find new episodes of Roommate Lovers on Mondays wherever you podcast.
Now that's a podcast of a different color.
You mean horse?
Yes, of course.
We're back. Tim, have you cooked up a segment for us?
I think so. I have an idea, but I don't know if it's a full segment, but I'll say it.
That's fine. That's fine. What do you got for us?
My segment is called Have You Seen a Gun on Vacation?
Oh my God.
And everyone takes a turn, tells me about a vacation they've been on where they may or may have not seen a gun. And,
Oh man,
Gun.
and then we guess if it's true or not. So you
Yeah.
can tell a lie,
Oh.
or you can.
Thomas lives in
be honest.
America, so it seems like
Where
he's
do you
got-
vacation?
Been a gun visiting me ever? Do you think? I mean, I guess that we're gonna. It's sort of like two truths and a lie. Like we tell a story and you guess if it happened or not.
Ah.
Yes, yeah.
Right?
Actually,
Okay.
yeah. Where
Yeah.
it was, what country, and what context the gun scene, if.
Yeah.
Could we lie about not having seen a gun?
You definitely could. You definitely could.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. When I was
Oh, Kevin, go ahead.
Yeah, when I was I think I want to say like 10 years old, maybe like 11, 12, somewhere between 10 and 13. I can't quite remember. At some point, my grandmother on my father's side in Trinidad passed away, and we were not very close. I didn't know her that well, but the whole family went down to sort of go through the funeral process and what have you. And this would be the second time I had gone to Trinidad and Tobago in my life. And when I got there, there was a few things that were kind of shocking to me because I think the first time I went, I was so young that not a lot like really registered. There's a lot of like police presence and corruption and gang stuff, and at least back then. Apparently, it's a little bit safer now. Not to come on here and blast the country of origin, but I think when I went there, I remember seeing like just essentially like you would see police officers or soldiers with weapons, and you'd be like, that's normal because they're in uniform. But then you'd just like see the guy who was talking to your uncle about buying melons, and he was just holding a gun for some reason, while talking to him over the fence, because it was just like it was just like very normal, very normalized, and in that specific area in that part of Patna village, which is where my father was from. So that at the time I remember being like normal, but it was just like a handgun, and I remember just being like, oh, that's weird, because as a kid you only associate guns with like movies and law enforcement. So yeah.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. There's no fucking way any of that shit was true.
What? I think I'm not.
I actually do believe you. I think.
No, I was lying. I was.
Oh, really?
Shit. Yeah.
Oh,
I am.
shit.
Yeah. I mean,
You're not Trinidadian?
Yeah. Turns out I've been white this whole time.
Yeah.
White people.
No, that didn't happen to me. I might have seen a gun in Trinidad. I don't fucking remember. But no, I don't think so. Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
what a segment! What a roller coaster! I really didn't expect that. Tim, I can go next unless you would like to.
Sure, I'll go next.
Okay.
I think when I was probably 6 or 7, I went on a family trip to West Virginia to visit a close relative. And I guess we're in rural West Virginia. I don't know much about West Virginia. I kind of think all of it's rural, but surely there's a city in there somewhere.
Somewhere.
But we stayed with a family friend. We ate venison and stayed in this property. But I did not see a gun because I was a child, and any weapons were safely locked up in a safe box.
Interesting. Interesting. I just have a feeling the guns may not have been locked up in a safe
may
box.
not have been protected from.
And you are correct.
I was like, why would you have thought of this segment if you hadn't seen a gun?
Tim's been working on this elaborate lie about how he didn't see a gun in West Virginia. It's an alibi for a court case that he's got coming up.
We need it on the record.
I didn't see it. I didn't touch it.
So
Your
what
Honor, we'd
really
like to bring up Oops All Segments episode 170. Yeah. What do you got, T?
Well, I want to hear a little about the truth of the matter. If there was anything interesting, Tim, that the guns were just lying on the kitchen table or something.
I think they're probably like mounted on a wall or something. But yeah, someone who obviously went out and hunted the venison. But what I really remember about that trip, again, I was very young, but only had 2 gorgeous golden retrievers, and me and my brother just spent all day chasing them around. And they were really friendly, but at one point, one was trying to sleep. And I was like, I guess there's a saying about this, not petting lame dogs. But I had not yet learned saying, and got a quick love bite from a golden retriever.
Yes. Sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah.
I also was bitten by a much smaller dog that I woke up once when I was a kid. It took a chunk out of my eyebrow. So
oh my God.
Eyebrow. You bit on the face.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a small.
It was like it lied down and it was trying to eat you.
Yeah, it mauled me. I think it wanted to nip me and it just went now.
Yeah.
That was Patches. Shout out to Patches. She's dead now.
Rest in Patches.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Surprisingly, other than like, cops, I guess, in their uniforms, I don't think I've seen a gun in my time in America like out. However, I'll say when Kim and I went to Edinburgh, although Kevin famously saw a man die when he visited Edinburgh, I saw many guns when I went to Edinburgh because we were watching.
There's a French that
Kevin famously saw a man die.
He did.
Right? Don't say it that way.
He brings it up a lot on the show. If you were a true fan, you would know. And anyway, Kevin saw a guy fall off a bridge in Edinburgh or jump off. We don't know, but it was very upsetting.
It was the first
I'm so sorry.
I got whatever. I mean, don't be sorry for me. He's dead.
Very upsetting. But other than that one incident, Edinburgh is a pretty magical place. You walk around, you see some very cool old buildings. And while Kim and I were there on a recent trip, we were just wandering around. We went up to Edinburgh Castle, and they were having a random kind of changing of the guard-esque sort of parade performance. And so I saw a lot of people moving in perfect unison, spinning around their rifles, aiming them, loading them, doing the whole thing in their formation. So I saw many guns. And although I was not there for the Fringe Festival, I saw a little impromptu theater of the Scottish Guard. So it was cool to see that.
Okay. Okay.
I'm torn. I believe it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe that you've never seen a gun in passing in the United States. That feels less realistic. I've genuinely seen people with weapons.
That part is for sure true. I will say. Really? I mean, maybe I just didn't notice, but
you've toured through the States. You've never seen. That's crazy.
We're on like college campuses and stuff like that. I don't know. Like people have them in their houses, but like. You have to be in a pretty bad situation to see someone pull a gun, and I have not seen that. Fortunately,
I genuinely think it was at like Disney World or something where I did see. I just don't remember the details, or like something like that, where it was like
someone with a holster, like an open carry.
You know what? I think it was the North Dakota State Fair. Actually,
okay,
I did see people.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I believe you, Thomas. I think you're telling the truth.
It was true.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Successful segment.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Really
this was good. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Do any guest segments ever stick around? the wheel?
Uh,
Because if so, I mean, this is a great candidate.
where have you seen a gun? We do
You're-
need to refresh the wheel. The wheel needs
You're
some love.
campaigning to get.
Yeah.
Have you seen a gun on vacation on the permanent rotation?
Damn near perfect segment.
Maybe we'll put it in the wheel
Flawless.
to try it
we got
out.
to talk. You
Have
know,
you seen a
Kevin
gun on
trauma
vacation?
dumped.
I learned something about Thomas that I didn't know.
Now, what
yeah.
number would you like it to be on the wheel? I'm going to put it in right now. I'm also going to keep Animal Face Off. That feels like one we can replay.
No,
Yeah.
you're letting me go on the wheel. That's good.
Yeah, of course we are,
Wow.
Tim. We need
What
segments
number,
for the
Tim?
wheel.
I'm gonna roll a dice. Wait,
Yeah.
how big's the wheel?
100.
Okay, roll dice.
Roll 100-sided die.
Let's see.
100.
Oh, there's an ad. Oh, I got 40.
40.
40.
Okay. We will be replacing golf club replacement, where we put
it. We
4
should do
human
golf club replacement now.
we put 4 human beings in our golf bag to be used as a driver, sand wedge, 9-iron, and putter. So
Okay.
that one is a pretty beloved segment, but it's gonna have.
I think we have done that one before, haven't we?
Oh, we have. Yeah. It's been done. So instead, we're gonna do. Have you seen? And sorry if you can hear the clicking in my microphone. Have you seen
always
a
can.
gun on vacation? Will go in our number 40, and that is getting a permanent slot. I'm green.
Yeah. Oh, we're locking
so
it
that
in.
yeah, you never have to worry. That one's there for good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So we don't have to do the sandwich one. Should we spin the wheel, Thomas, and see?
Yes, let's do one more spin.
Farewell. But also, we can spin.
We don't. I don't want to do the.
I
golf
think
club one.
I'll take a really long time.
It does take longer than you think.
Wow, we just did this on our previous episode with Adam.
What?
Random review. Participants must drop
Oh.
a review on something and rate it out of 5 stars. So this one's a perennial, can reuse. But Tim, as
Yeah.
our guest, you will tell us what would be an interesting thing for us all to review. For reference, Adam, his suggestion was a recent commute. So we reviewed like a commute experience that we had recently. But it can be anything.
interesting. To and from
Okay.
Toronto.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
should have
what
talked
should
about my
we
$150 Uber ride back from fucking Hamilton to Toronto. Actually,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. That's crazy.
I kind of thought you did, but maybe not.
maybe I did. Who knows?
Hmm.
Episode 172. I'm not remembering what we did last episode. I don't
No.
remember what we did 5 minutes
What if
ago.
we review a shaving product?
Ooh.
Okay. All right.
Ooh. Okay.
Anyone that
I
you've
feel-
used?
I feel well prepared for this because Kara just bought me for Christmas a new wet razor. So I used to use like a Gillette Mach something or other, Mach 3, Mach 4.
That's fast.
Yeah, it's and it leaves a lot of cuts. No, I have somewhat sensitive skin on my neck, so it's a little harder for me not to. I get some nicks here sometimes, but and I had been using the same shaving cream bottle since I was like, because I don't use much, and I often would use like an electric razor, and I had like the sort of 5 o'clock shadow going on for a long time, so. I still have like the same aerosol shaving cream can from like genuinely like 10 years ago because I just would only use a small amount here and there. I finally got rid of it because Kara bought me a specific wet razor from I think I can't remember what the brand is now. But it was very nice. You replace the blades in it and it's a single blade, but it's got like a protection thing on it. And then she bought me like a shaving cream with it and an aftershave care, like an after lotion, and it's great. I have to be like it doesn't do the work for me that the Gillette did, where it's like I have to be a little more conscious of what I'm doing while I'm shaving. It's less like of a boom, 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 boom. But I do find that like it's a much better like shave. I feel much more in control, and the aftercare stuff has like a cinnamon scent to it, which is like my favorite thing.
Aw.
So yeah, it was great. So
What
big.
is
I'm
your-
gonna see what the product is.
What is your star rating out of 5?
Oh yeah. Oh, I think it's a Henson razor. Yeah, that's totally right. It's a Henson shaving razor. The razor I will give.
What Miss Piggy uses to shave her legs.
You think Miss Piggy has fucking legs, bro?
Oh yeah, I guess none of them do. Fuck.
Yeah. I think Kermit has legs. I've seen his legs.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I've seen Miss Piggy's legs.
She's had to kick. I feel like she says "hi-ya" too much, not to have kicked once.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't all be karate chops. How many stars, Kevin?
I'm gonna give the whole shebang just because I think I would want somebody to. No, I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I'm gonna give it 5 stars.
Wow.
It's a great razor.
Perfect score.
Perfect score.
And that was awesome to hear shebang. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah, not since William Hung, I guess. Have I heard?
Yeah.
Shebang.
Shebangs, does that count?
Wow. Fucking William Hung. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah. And what about you guys? You guys got shaving products that you want to?
So Tim, you have a mustache, much like Kevin. I wonder if you have a shaving routine that caused you to think of this.
I guess it was the mustaches on screen that probably inspired. I'm going to review. There's this shaver thing I got from Amazon that I used to use on set sometimes, where it's like a battery powered, not quite a razor, but it was like a metal grate that vibrated, and it was like with a battery, it's pretty quiet. It didn't do a very good job, but like you forgot to shave. I got it on set of a commercial where I just forgot to shave. And I was like really low powered, so I ended up buying one for myself, and I'm gonna give it a 2 stars. It wasn't very good. I haven't used it. It's not a real razor blade. It wasn't very effective, but it.
And this was a commercial for that product that you were shooting.
Yes,
well.
that's actually.
Yeah.
So I have a mixed relationship with shaving, I would say, because I am an acne-prone person. Not like horrible acne, but like a couple spots. And so shaving can be really frustrating because it irritates those spots, or it cuts you, or it makes them worse and stuff. So I like to have a routine where I can maybe use an electric razor once in a while to like trim up, but I don't like to do the close shave too much for that reason. And the electric razors I have typically had have been kind of like the shitty Amazon one you mentioned, where it's like it works for my face, but on my neck, it's not really getting it. So now I have to use the straight razor to really get the stuff gone. And all that being said, the one I will review, Kevin may remember this. One time I bought an electric razor, tried it on my face.
I literally am pulling up the text message that you sent
Kevin's
me
going to have the text evidence that he's saved for years, maybe a decade at this point.
This is from 2012.
Okay, 2012. This is 14 years ago. Why don't you just read the text and then I'll give my star rating.
Well, here I'll do this, and in the edit I'll be gracious enough to leave out the participants in the group chat's names. But here we'll go here. Here it is. Just opened my new electric razor, shaved my face, balls, and ass with it. Tried to take it apart to clean it. Couldn't put it back together after. Returned it for a full refund. Hashtag thug life.
So obviously I'm going to give that razor 5 stars. Thank you for all you did for me.
That's diabolical. That's
I have this still from 2012 in my computer. I've never gotten rid of it. I was wondering if you were going to remember that.
Yeah. Wow.
I think I was going to bring that up at your wedding, but now you brought it up here, so I have to leave it alone.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, it's too late. It's too late. That's what we get. Tim, this is going to be coming out on Monday. Do you have anything that you'd like to plug? I imagine you want to tell people to go see the Mainstage show at Second City.
Yeah, if you're in Toronto, check out the Mainstage show at Second City. I'll be there till June, and we'll see after that.
Yeah. Hopefully longer. And that's wonderful. That'll be cool. Club Soda Improv is celebrating its 9th birthday. We've will probably have just announced it by the time this episode drops, but our 9th birthday sleepover party is happening at the Gas Station Arts Center on Saturday, March the 28th at 7 o'clock. Grab your tickets. They'll be available at a link that's in the description of the video. Come on down and celebrate with us. Our birthday party shows are always a blast, and they're very, very fun. And yeah, this time we're going to have a big sleepover energy with what we're doing here this time around. I keep your eyes peeled for Club Soda Improv because we've got 2 exciting shows coming for the Winnipeg Fringe Festival. I won't share the details just yet, just in case plans change, because they tend to. And check out Thomas and I's other podcast. It's called What We Do in the Basement. It's a Let's Play D&D show. I referenced it earlier on this podcast. We've decided to put off the holiday episode to release that I've been working on editing for months because it's taking me forever. So we're going to release the holiday episode next holiday season.
Hell
and
yes.
we are going to go back to recording and editing and writing canon episodes right away. So that is what's going to start because I don't have capacity to dive into editing a 4-hour plus recording right now.
Yeah.
But this will get us back on track. So stay tuned for those lovely things. Thomas, what do you have to tell the people?
I think maybe I mentioned this, but Kevin can link to the Whiskey Radio Hour podcast I did, which you can check out. I think it's out now, episode 31, kind of a live script reading with live Foley recorded at a bar and released as a podcast, which is pretty cool. You can see my improv group Trigger Happy on Saturdays and my sketch group Motorcycle Rocketship March 19th at the Annoyance. If the sketch I just wrote gets into the show, I will be fully nude in one of the sketches. So please come and check that out. We'll see if that...
FBI, open up! Stop it!